Hey guys, Alien1 Tech here, and it's time to review the Canon SX30 IS. This camera has a ton of interesting features I do want to point out. The first thing I do want to point out is that it does have a very nice 2.7-inch LCD screen that is movable. As you can see, you could turn it all around. This does make it very handy to people that do videos on YouTube like myself. Also, if you are a beginner photographer, it helps to do those tricky, awkward picture shots. So now let's talk about the buttons on the camera. Here is your zoom in and zoom out that goes back and forth. In the middle is the button for taking pictures. To focus, all you have to do is press the button halfway. Here you have your on and off button. Next to that is your scroll wheel for your different camera options, including C2, C1, manual, aperture, TV, program, auto, also some features like portrait, landscape, and sports. You also get a scene selection which offers other features, and lastly, your video that shoots in 720p. To the top left is a button that is customizable, and a scroll dial for focusing your electronic viewfinder. To your right is your hot shoe cap, which covers where you are able to attach a light source or an external mic. In the back of the camera, you first see the button to record your videos. Here you see a green light that shows that your camera is on. Below that is a button for zooming out and then zooming back in quickly. Also, your view pictures button and your trash button. To the left is a scroll wheel that moves back and forth in a smooth manner. And on that you have 4 buttons on each corner. The top is your exposure, then focus indicator, self timer, and your ISO. And in the middle you have your function button. Below that is your disc, also known as your display, and your menu button. To the right of the camera is where you will find a door that opens to your HDMI and AV out ports. Among the things I like, which are really nice about this camera, is that it offers some really nice interesting effects. You will find these in the scene selection. Here you have your super vivid, poster effect, and my personal favorite is a fisheye effect for those who know about DSLRs, where instead of buying a whole new lens, you already have it in this camera. And lastly, a miniature effect. For taking pictures, these are the things you are able to customize: your area colors, flash power, what size you want your pictures to come out, and things like that. It does have a very nice 35 times optical zoom and 140 times digital zoom. If you are wondering if it does have a good hand grip, I would have to say yes. It does feel good in the hands. Now below the camera is where the battery is stored. The battery is an 1100 milliamp hour, and right next to it is where you have your SD card slot, which also runs SDHC. All in all, I think this is a great camera. Even though it's not a DSLR, it does feature a ton of things that a DSLR would. So if you're wondering if you should pick this camera up at a store near you, my advice is yes, pick it up. It is way worth the money. So thank you guys, and I hope you liked my review of the Canon Powershoot SX30 IS.